Hello guys, it's me again, Cello, and welcome back to Illuvium Arena. And in this video, we will share strategies and tips for optimizing your gameplay to become the last one standing in the survival arena. To be a skilled player, you need to strategize your gameplay to become the ultimate survivor. Knowing how to optimize synergies is the key to achieving success in this game. And to do so, you need to choose the right Illuvials and create a team that complements each other. And it is equally important to optimize synergies by using return points and mastery points effectively. It sounds like a lot of information to remember, but don't worry guys, cause I got your back. And in this video, I will also share some helpful tips on the things that you should keep an eye out for when you're playing the survival arena. And here are the basics to first understand what is optimizing synergies. The first step to optimizing your gameplay is to choose your Illuvial wisely while also taking note at their DPS rates and defensive stats. You should also consider primary affinities to build synergies. For example, if you want to build a fire synergy, choose Illuvials from the fire class to attain composite synergy. Choose weapons and armor that complement the primary synergy of your Illuvials. And another example, if your Illuvials have primary earth synergy, choose earth-based items such as Earth Gauntlet to attain composite synergy. Next one is using return points effectively. And in the survival arena, you have 2 return points per wave that can be used to recall Illuvials from the arena during battles. Use them wisely based on the relationship of the synergies between your Illuvials and those of the enemy Illuvials. And for example, recall your fire Illuvials before replacing them with air Illuvials when facing enemy water Illuvials to boost your chance of survival. And the next one is mastering mastery points. In the survival arena, you receive mastery points for each wave you survive. And you can use these points to acquire additional Illuvials or equip your Illuvials with augments. And each Illuvials can have up to 2 augments which enable the Illuvials to deploy special attacks. Use mastery points to shore up your team or enhance their ability with augments. Unleashing Hyper Attack Mode. Hyper Attack Mode is a great way to boost your chances of survival. When your Illuvial face their favorite opponents, they enter into the Hyper Attack Mode where they can dispense special attacks with high DPS rates. Position your Illuvial strategically based on the affinities of your team and their opponents to unleash their Hyper Attack Mode. Your Illuvials will do better against some opponents than others depending on their affinities. For example, Fire Illuvials are strong against Nature and Air Illuvials in the game's affinity system. So, you should put your Fire Illuvials against Nature and Air opponents to use their Hyper Attack Mode and powerful attacks that causes a lot of damage. So, after you get all the basics in the game, here's some tips and things that you need to look out for when you're fighting in the arena. Keep an eye out for the enemy augments. Since you know that augments can be very powerful when used in the correct way, you also need to keep an eye out for your enemy augments since they can be very annoying if you don't really put attention to it. You can check the enemy augments by hovering your mouse at the enemy's Illuvials. Keep an eye out for projectiles. Since most of the highest DPS in the games use long range attacks, you might want to avoid them hitting your carry. Look for big enemies' projectiles and position around them to avoid them. The next thing is keep an eye out for rogues. Rogues is like an assassin in this game and will go immediately for your backline. So you need to see how they are positioned and adjust to avoid them taking out your carries so you can take out the value out of the enemy team. Identify the easy side to push. Because like what I said before, positioning is very important in this game. And you just need to find an easy way to push into enemy's backline if enemy has a good backline to push into. And the next thing is to protect your main DPS. Same thing as you're trying to push the enemy backline. They will also find a way to push into yours. So make sure you try your best to protect your backline as they are usually the main DPS on your team. Spread the damage to avoid losing any Illuvials too quickly. Make sure you spread the damage and not let your tank to take all of the damage so the tank can buy you a little bit more time so that your main DPS can take out the rest of the enemy's team. With these strategies and tips, you are well on your way to become the best gladiator in Illuvium Arena. Just remember, to optimize your synergies, use return points and mash your points effectively, and also keep an eye out for enemy tactics while protecting your team. And if you want to know more about Illuvium Arena or any other Web3 games, you guys can check out our Avocado core page at the link down on the description below. I hope this video helps you to start with your journey on becoming the strongest gladiator out there. And it's me again, Cello. I'll see you on the next video.